This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Man confesses to killing wife, analysts fear crime wave. 8 murders have already hit the city in 2011. As the metro project chugs along, is it bulldozing through the concerns of people? Many are crying foul. On the festival of Pongal, NDTV Hindu tells you how much those veggies will cost you for the special Abiyal preparations.
100 rupees. 100 rupees. That's the drumstick for you today.
People see Rajni's face in my face, says Ace director K. Balachandra in a freewheeling session with the NDTV Hindu.
When they see me, they hail me in a big way.
Yes.
And the Cricket World Cup pays a visit to Chennai. Excited cricket fans call India the favourites.
India will win the World Cup this time.
Why do you think so?
India is a better team. Very strong, mature people as well as young players also.
Welcome to the show. You are watching Late Night News with me, Ashmit. Let's have a look at stories coming in from across the country. A republic cannot kill its own children, observes the Supreme Court. Demands answers on the killing of Maoist leader Azad. The Enforcement Directorate is all set to crack down on the games scam, will file money laundering cases. CBI does not oppose the bail of Karmadi ATS Darbare, nor do they oppose the charge sheet against him. Home Secretary G.K. Pillai says that the government is aiming to reduce the troop presence in the valley by 25%. More than 500 dead in the devastating Brazil floods. A dramatic rescue for this one woman though. First up, barely 14 days into the new year and the city has already seen 8 murders. Now with liquor being the usual accomplice, add elements of fear, suspicion and affairs, and the city is looking at a lethal concoction. Now in the latest incident of cold-blooded murder coming in from Adam Barkham, a husband is outraged at the mere suspicion of his wife having an illicit affair. Now Santa Kumari, the unfortunate victim, was found lying in a pool of blood with her throat slit open. And this comes less than 24 hours after a strikingly similar and disturbing incident in Roypet. A similar story of a wife with an illicit affair paying the ultimate price. The husband murdered her in cold blood. Are we looking at a fresh wave of crime? With a murder every 2 days since the New Year's Eve, do we have the residents of Singara, Chennai have reason to worry? And what about the claims of dropping crime rates by the top cop in December? Well, for more on these questions, to dwell on these questions, we were joined by a crime reporter, Salim.
Both the husband turned accused have been produced before a city court and lodged at the Pudel prison. And secondly, when we study the crime pattern in the city, very clearly most of the murders are due to illicit affair. The police say that this is due to sudden provocation, and the police say that they have planned to address this issue socially with the help of the other department too. And secondly, murder under the influence of alcohol. People consume alcohol and under the influence of alcohol, in a fit of rage, they commit the offence. So, alarmed by the increase in the number of murders due to illicit affair, the state police have asked the Crime Records Bureau to open a new category called murders due to illicit affair to in the record files to actually take note of the murders that occur due to illicit affair.
Well, moving ahead, the project touted as the much needed edge to the city's transport infrastructure. The metro rail is, according to many, causing more problems than it is solving. People lying on the planned metro route fear being bulldozed away by the metro rail muscle for giving up their piece of land. Peer Mohammed brings us this report.
Retired Army Major V.T. Nair is the owner of this property in Meenambakam since 1973. His documents support his claim. But the Chennai metro rail system that would run through the area has taken part of the land and says it belongs to the government.
I constructed this house with all my savings and also the retirement benefits. I don't have any other property also. I wish at least my rest of the portion of my house is not acquired further. and also the compensation of this plot is given to me. At least I can still pull on.
Chennai Metro Rail says sometimes individuals need to sacrifice for the benefit of a larger number of people. It has promised compensation, but for Nair, the wait appears to have no end.
But the house is half broken, and people who knows us, everybody comes and then inquire about this. And they say that even we are not able to get even the compensation. At least the government gives the compensation to us. We can somewhat repair this house and then live in the same house itself. In this old age, we cannot buy a new house, and we are not at all in a position to afford that.
Basically, the metro rail has been designed in such a way that the public lands are maximized. The use of public lands have been maximized, and the private land acquisition has been kept to a barest minimum. The individuals need not get worried that land will be taken away without any adequate compensation. It will be compensated, and the rates will be very close to the market value. Certainly, yes.
The expansion of the rail system in the north of Chennai is also hit by protests. There's also concern in Anna Nagar 2nd Avenue over compensation for people who had to give up land for the project.
As Chennai Metro Rail work gathers momentum, issues of land acquisition and compensation come to the fore. The case of a army major being denied compensation for the acquired land raises several questions. Will Chennai Metro Rail come out with a comprehensive plan to compensate the aggrieved parties? Though they claim that they have a clear plan, the army major's case indicates there are several loopholes in the plan. In Chennai, Peer Mohammed, NDTV Hindu.
Well, in his first ever televised reply to the contentious issues, Mr. K. Rajaraman, the MD of the Metro Rail, spoke exclusively to NDTV Hindu. While assuring of market rates for acquired land, he did mention that the larger good of the city comes ahead of the interests of a few.
A large portion of the lands that are going to be used as largely roads and other public spaces. Now, therefore, when you come to this minimal land acquisition that has been there, and especially in stations, only in the stations, some of the underground stations, probably this private land is required. We are offering a fair compensation policy. There is a land value which is fixed as per the guideline value. The guideline value and the market value fixed by the land acquisition officers is one. Then we also do an independent assessment of whether the particular land is valued more or not through an independent consultant. And thereafter, we offer the best rates to the individuals concerned. In the project of this size, certainly I think some amount of private land has to be acquired. Therefore, the question is of a larger public cost which is there, which will benefit a huge number of people, and a few number of people who have to give away a part of their land. In fact, for your information, I think in most of the places we have minimized the private land. Like if there is a plot of land, it's not as if the entire plot is being taken away. It is only the certain frontage or those portions which are actually technically required for the project that is being taken over.
Well, ahead, the government may have a lot on its plate, but to the consumers as well. Our reporter Evelyn Matthew decided to do some Pongal shopping with 200 rupees. Here's what she could fill her grocery bag with.
Hello there, it's once again time to get out our shopping basket and get heading to the vegetable market with just 200 rupees in hand. Well, it is a season to burn out the past and come out clean, but if there's one thing of our yesterdays that's certainly haunting us, well, it is the price rise. But with the season of Pongal here, there's going to be plenty of vegetable-laden dishes that's going to be made at home, like the avial and the sambar. So let's get in there and find out what we can really pick out today. Come along. That's the drumstick for you today. 100 rupees a kilogram, the most expensive in the market today. In the manjal kevlo? சரி அப்ப ரெண்டு எடுக்கிறேன் அப்ப சேர்ந்தெல்லாம் எவ்வளவுன்னு சொல்லுங்க 200 வரும் full at 200 okay சரி அப்ப 200 இருக்கு thank you very much happy pongal so there you go that's about what we've got for 200 rupees not much but a very limited quantity I just hope that it lasts for a family of 4 at least, for the next 2 days. Here's wishing all of you a happy Pongal.
So let's just get a quick look at how the vegetable prices were doing today. Onion had spared the buyers. It's not at 60 rupees a kilo, but is still lingering at 52 rupees a kilo. Other vegetables seem to have shown a minor increase in prices compared to what they were yesterday. And the drumstick, interestingly, showed a small decrease. However, it was still the costliest in the market at 100 rupees a kilo. Meanwhile, another crucial ingredient of Pongal preparations, the flat beans, had shot up by 10 rupees in a single day. And watch this dramatic rescue scene in Brazil. It's a gift of life in the midst of tragedy. Learn more about that in just a short while.